Welcome to Diane's Challenge. Before we dive into this week's episode, we just want to remind you that we're doing giveaways of really cool products in every single episode. We're doing big prizes like $100 to Amazon.com, a membership to MyFitnessPal, a meal packing bag from Six Pack Bags. So make sure to go back and check on the previous episodes in order to enter and win. We will be giving away all of those at the end of Diane's Challenge in November. And make sure to stick around to the end of this week's episode because there will be a giveaway in this one as well.
I'm here at the park where I usually train with Holly. I'm about to meet up with her for our session today. I'm a little bit nervous because I have to tell her what I've been weighing in at this week. It's been a bit of a struggling week, lots of things going on. We're about a couple months away from the wedding now, and things just seem to be coming in all at once at the same time. There's lots of things to finalize for wedding preparations. We had to get our rings. We had to do tastings, which was amazing, but at the same time not very diet friendly. We had to do all of the church stuff. There's just one thing after another, and it's all fun and exciting stuff. It's just a lot. On top of that, Dave and I are officially homeowners. We closed in on a house about a couple weeks ago, so we're also amidst renovations and moving and all that fun stuff. So on top of dealing with wedding stuff, I'm dealing with house stuff, and then additionally I've received some bad news from back home. My mom has to undergo surgery to install 4 stents in her heart, so I've just been trying to deal with that emotionally and financially as well, and just the day-to-day. So prepping for foods this week has been a bit of a struggle. Getting my workouts in has definitely been a bit of a struggle. I'm constantly feeling emotionally and physically and mentally drained. So it's just been really hard to get just my shoes on to go outside. I know I need to do better, and I know that the exercise is gonna make me feel better, but all I wanna do is just stay in bed. But yeah, so I'm dealing with a lot of that emotion and trying to keep going at the same time. Hi.
How are you doing?
Hanging in there. It's been a rough week, as you know.
I know.
Yeah, just a lot going on, and it's just not really letting up. So.
Yeah. We got a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's been tough. What have you been weighing at this week?
It's teetering around 152. It's really not deviating very far from that. So just, and I know it's because I'm not prepping my foods the way I need to be prepping, and I'm really not getting my workouts in outside of us meeting, and it's definitely hurting because the numbers were going down drastically, and now it's just kind of stagnant.
Yeah, that's not a lot of movement, which is not good. We had wanted at the end of this month for you to be around like 146. That definitely means we're behind by quite a bit.
Yeah.
So gonna have to make some changes. Probably gonna have to drop your calories a bit more so we can kind of start to kickstart that weight loss.
Okay.
And then get back on the
prepping and the workouts,
meal plan. Yeah, I know it's hard when things are emotional and you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Just one thing you can do is put it in your calendar when you work out. Like make it an appointment. Ideally, make it in the morning before the day gets in the way or anything like that. Just stick it in your calendar and do it just like it's a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment or anything like that, So that's one thing you can do. And also just keep in mind that working out is going to make you feel better. Yeah. I know when you're down and depressed, it's the last thing you want to do, and it's so hard to get out and do it. But once you start, it's going to release endorphins. It's going to make you feel like you're making progress in some area of your life. Right. So again, just kind of try and keep that in mind when you just don't want to get out of the house, that you will feel better once you do it. You know? And it even helps improve your sleep. So, hopefully it'll help with some of the stress relief and giving you some more sleep. All right, so on that note, actually I have a surprise for you. Okay. We went and talked to just some everyday normal people to find out how exercise helps them to deal with stress and how they stay motivated. So I'm going to show you those videos before you work out, and maybe it'll kind of help give you some reminders and get you ready for the workout that we're about to do. Right. So give me 1 second to grab that. Okay. All right, so let's watch what these people had to say. Yeah.
Oh gosh. It fulfills my entire like being, honestly, as cheesy as that sounds.
Not being able to work out, I've just been feeling like the drain in my body.
Because I want to feel good and look good.
I come out here to train and get strong. It's fun, it's hard, and crazy cool.
I like the overall version of myself. I want to be the best version of myself.
Clear my head and just kind of get away from everything else.
It's just, and it helps like with your esteem, self-esteem.
I work out to keep my body looking good and keep my mind right. Fitness and exercise seems to relieve that stress that builds up from the work day, relationship problems, whatever, so that's why I like to do it.
Yes, it does. Whenever I am stressed, I go on a run, and if I actually don't work out, I get more stressed out, so yes, it's a stress reliever.
Absolutely it does. Anytime I'm going through stress, if I go to the gym and I put on my favorite tune and I'm able to pump through all that frustration, any anger I have, any stress, pain, all of that can be healed just by going to work it off.
Yeah, like especially when I'm running, like it feels like it's like a relief. Especially when I'm done running, you know.
Yeah, definitely a stress reliever. Something about the sweat and just being outside and working out, definitely a stress reliever.
You just gotta pick up and do it, make it a habit.
Have a trainer make me do it.
It's like I remember what's so fun, then I want to do it.
Well, he really keeps me motivated because I'm like the one that's like, I don't want to do it, and he's like, let's just go. So he keeps me motivated.
The thing is to just, not be down on yourself and just, if you mess up one day, just start the next day as a fresh day and then, continue on with your routine.
Awesome. Pretty cool, right? What do you think about all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's that reminder, like, yeah, it is hard to get out there and just do it, but once you do it, you feel better. And like, you can clear your mind or just kind of take that time out to stop and breathe and then restart, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. So keeping that in mind, now let's take your measurements and your body fat and kind of find out where you're at before we start the workout. Hopefully this will serve as a good motivation for you. We talked about the weight is not going down as fast, which is hard, but again, the scale is not everything. So it's been a few weeks since we took your measurements. So the good news is all your measurements are down. So you are still losing inches and your body fat's down under 27%. It's about 26.5% now, which is awesome because if you remember, we started at 32%. So you're definitely dropping body fat, you are losing some inches. So again, the weight loss has slowed down and that may mean our next measurements might be a little bit lower, but overall you are making a lot of progress, which is awesome. So good job. And I have a little present for you as a reward.
Okay.
So the Polar Watch Company, which we both have Polar watches, you've got the old one, I've got the newer one. So they actually saw your watch and that you had the older one and they wanted to gift you with a brand new one. Oh my God. Yeah, so they're gonna give you a new one, which does the same thing. It's a heart rate monitor. But instead of having to wear the chest strap, it just monitors from your wrist. And then additionally, it's a pedometer, so it'll track your steps and help you make sure you're getting in your steps every day. It's got a GPS on there. It's got different training settings. You can track your heart rate. It's a little bit simpler in that it syncs to your phone or to your computer and you can kind of see, like track your progress and see how you're doing on your fitness and see that you're getting in all your workouts and everything.
Oh my God, so
yeah.
great.
All right, so here it is for you.
So cool. Thank you so much, Polar and ProSource. This is awesome. Thank you.
It is. And I forgot to tell you that it's waterproof also, so you can wear it when you go swimming or if, in the shower or anything. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, so for today's workout, what we're gonna do is a high intensity interval circuit training workout. So we're gonna have 2 different circuits. We'll go through each one a couple different times. And instead of counting reps on this one, we're gonna go for 30 seconds at a time. So you're gonna go like your hardest effort for 30 seconds and you get 10 seconds to rest. Basically, that's just switching exercises. There's not a lot of time to rest. So 30 seconds hard work, 10 seconds rest, all right? And additionally, to make it a little bit harder for you, I brought ankle weights. So these are 5 pounds each. If you remember, the last time we weighed in a couple weeks ago, you're at 154, which is 10 pounds. We've hit a milestone. We're already past that now this week, but you hit a milestone at 10 pounds. So these are 5 pounds each. So I'm gonna have you add these onto your ankles to add back on that 10 pounds you lost. So you can kind of feel what it's like to work out with that weight on you again, yes. So we will have these on for every exercise. All right, so we're gonna do 4 exercises in this circuit. First exercise, I'm gonna have you do mountain climbers, slow ones for your abs, holding the ball. So hands are on the outside of the medicine ball. Slowly bring your knee in towards your chest and back. Other knee in and back. So squeeze, pull with your abs every time you do it, and then keep yourself nice and balanced by pulling in your core on that one, okay? That's the first exercise. Second exercise, you're gonna come to the mat. You've got the ankle weights on. This is gonna be for your glutes. It's called a donkey kick. So hands are right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Foot's flexed towards the sky, and you're gonna press up and squeeze your butt every time you go up, okay? So we'll do 30 seconds for one leg, 30 seconds for the other leg. All right, third exercise, you're gonna do walking lunges with a shoulder press. So, weights are up by your shoulders, you're gonna step forward, you're gonna lunge, and then when you stand up, press the weights up overhead, back down, other leg goes forward, lunge down, press up when you stand up. Last exercise, back to the ball. You're gonna do ball slams with this. You're gonna pick it up all the way up overhead, slam it down as hard as you can, and then catch it. Back up, slam it down, catch it, and up. All right, that's it. Ready to go?
Okay.
All right. Tight. Bend your leg. Yeah. Press up through your heel. Squeeze your butt when you stand. First round, done. One more circuit to go. Where's your heart rate at? Yes! Core tight. 5. All right, so we're on to our second circuit now. So first thing that you're gonna start with is a push-up with kind of a jumping jack, a horizontal jumping jack. So hands on the mat, wide, so they're a little bit wider than shoulder distance. You're gonna push up and then jump out to the side. I'm gonna have you do 3 jacks, 1 push-up, okay? That's the first exercise. So then second exercise, you're gonna come over here to the kettlebell. I'm gonna have you do kettlebell swings, okay? So we've done these before, but just as a reminder, feet wide, slightly pointed out. Bell is coming through your legs and you're using your hips and that power to drive yourself up. So you're not trying to lift your arms, they're just automatically coming as a result of the power through your hips, okay? So this comes back behind you, just a slight bend in your knees. They're not locked out, not a major squat either. Back behind you, all the way up. Down, up. Arms stop at shoulder height, okay? All right.
Okay.
There's those. Next exercise, I'm gonna have you help me demonstrate this. So hold this in the middle. So what I'm gonna have you do is step to the side, squat, stand up, and then do a row. All right, then it'll come together step to the side, squat, and row. Okay?
Okay.
All right. That's that one. Last one. You're gonna love this one. Kind of a burpee combined with a shoulder press, or combined with a squat to press, actually. So, weights in your hand, they're gonna come down on the ground. You're jumping back into a plank, jumping back up, and then basically pressing up like a squat into a shoulder press. Okay? So, weights on the ground, jump back, keep your core tight, jump wide for a squat, and then press the weights up. All right?
Okay.
Okay?
I got it.
Let's do it. Okay, you're done. Sorry. Nice job. All right, so I want to finish out this workout with just a little bit of yoga, just kind of some basic stretching, simple sun salutations. Because as you may know, yoga is incredibly good, not only for your body, but for your mind. It's really good for helping to de-stress. A lot of it is just that focus that you put on the breath, where you inhale, where you exhale, and using that along with the movement of the body to do certain positions, and that takes a lot of focus. And then to just, the more you focus on that, the more you kind of start to forget the stresses of the day and the things going on. So, you know, it's recommended by all kinds of fitness professionals and medical professionals for helping to de-stress and meditate and just kind of, you know, focus and center your mind. So we're gonna finish out today with that, just to kind of breathe and relax and try and let some of the stresses go from this week, all right?
Okay.
All right, okay. All right, so let's start on the mat. You can go ahead and close your eyes, feet close together. Kind of turn your palms out, shoulders back, pull them up, relax down. Make sure your core is pulled in. Adjust your hips so they're not too far forward or too far back. And just take a couple minutes to connect to your breath. Inhale, exhale. Think about letting the worries of the day go, letting those stresses go. Just focus on your breath and how you're using it. A deep breath in and that exhale out. Just take a few more minutes to connect there to your breath. All right. And then on an inhale, draw your arms up over your head. Exhale and swan dive down, legs straight. And just hang there for a minute. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, back down. Let your head drop, stretch out through the hamstrings. Exhale, step back to plank. Elbows or wrists under your elbows, body straight, core tight. Couple breaths here. And then exhale, elbows in by your side, lower down to chaturanga. And then inhale to up dog. And then exhale to down dog, tuck your feet under, press your heels down towards the earth. Bend your knees if you need to. Pedal out your feet. Press your fingers into the mat. Hips lifting up, heels driving down. Relax your head. Just a few more breaths here. And then slowly just walk your feet up, back towards your hands, top of the mat. And then stand all the way back up, arms up, and all the way down. Good. Couple breaths here, and then we'll repeat one more time, all right? All right, so arms up,
feel?
Right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
I feel really good, and the stretch at the end was really nice too. So
Good.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Start your days with this or end your workouts with this. It may help a lot with your stress. So after our workout, I decided to bring Diane to a little lunch spot so that we can talk a little bit more about how to eat healthy when you're eating out and how to choose takeout foods. So we are going to order lunch and kind of walk through the best way to do that. All right, so there's no reason that eating out can't be part of a healthy diet. Like, you need to have some balance in your life. You can't eat every single meal prepared at home. You know, you still want a social life. Right. So wanted to come out today and just kind of talk about how to order healthy when you're eating out, or how to order takeout like you and Dave do, so you can still have that option sometimes, but it's not gonna be so damaging to your diet. So this is an organic Mexican food place, which is awesome. Especially in LA, you can find plenty of organic places. So definitely look as much as possible for places that are organic or have things like fresh in the title. And not that that necessarily always means they're healthy, but things like that are always gonna be better. So then other things that you kind of want to look for when you're eating out is look for meals that are primarily like protein and veggies. If that's kind of the main base, you're gonna be pretty good. Vegetables, you can eat a lot without taking in that many calories, but stay away from things that are fried, stay away from things that are, you know, just cooked in tons of oil. So look for things like steamed vegetables or grilled meats, things like that. So anything that is fried, anything that maybe is sauteed, you might even want to watch out for, depending on where you're at, or you can ask how much oil, you know, because it could be they're sauteing it in a lot of oil.
Right.
So stay away from some of those kind of things. But typically dishes like, you know, that have a lot of rice or a lot of potatoes or things like that can be really heavy, high on calories because there's so many carbohydrates. You know, most restaurants feed you too much of those portions, and it's easy to eat it all. Also, a lot of, unfortunately, restaurant food is really good because it's that combination of carbohydrates, protein, and fat with a bunch of salt and often sugar in there. So things like burgers and pizza, like those are some of the worst things because it's just so much for your body to be able to digest, and it's so many calories. So kind of try and stick with more of the vegetables and the proteins when you go out. Save the carbohydrates and all that for other meals, but definitely stay away from foods that have both carbohydrates and fat, because those are both sources of energy for you. Okay. So when you're putting them in your body, it's very easy to, like, your body may not be able to use all of that, and you're quickly gonna store it as fat. Plus, protein will help you keep you satisfied longer, so that's always a good option. So we'll take a little look at this menu. So this place has got salads, it's got bowls, it's got tacos and burritos. So when it comes to salads, one of the main things that I would say is look for things like vinaigrette. Stay away from things that are blue cheese, ranch, any kind of creamy sounding dressing, honey mustard, which implies that it's sweet. It has a lot of sugar added to it.
So delicious.
I know. Things like vinaigrettes are usually a lot safer.
Right.
And then ask for them on the side. Don't let them toss it in there, because that can be, you know, even vinaigrettes sometimes have a lot of oil in them, so it can still be high calories even if it's good for you.
Right.
So put it on the side, and then you can kind of dab it into your salad versus having it coated in like 200 calories, you know, and then the salads aren't even healthy for you anymore at that point. Stay away from the ones with tons of cheese and bacon and things like that. When it comes to things like bowls, which are great, you know, all kinds of different restaurants have those. Again, I'll usually look for things that maybe they only have beans or only have brown rice or something like that. Or if you can, like some of the things on here don't even have rice as one of the bases. Right. It's basically just vegetables and things like that. So again, if you're eating a bunch of rice and beans, it's a whole lot of carbohydrates at once. It's even just hard to digest. Yeah, don't need both. So look for things that have a lot of protein, look for things that have a lot of vegetables, and then again, stay away from things that have like cream in there, or, you know, look for things like avocado and pico de gallo, you know, things that are low calorie. Those are great options. When it comes to tacos, burritos, generally I would say stay away from burritos, because just a tortilla can have 200 calories and 40 grams of carbohydrates or something. It's practically a meal in itself. Then you add in the meat and the rice and the beans and the cheese, and it's, you know, 900 calories, and then you wonder why you're not losing weight. So
So things like tacos are great if you look for corn tortillas, specifically non-GMO, if they have that somewhere, because corn is very genetically modified typically. So try and stay away from that. The big flour tortillas, stay away from that. It's just processed white flour. So those are, and a lot of places serve kind of the smaller tacos, which is nice because you just get a small portion. Yeah, the street tacos, which is great.
Yeah.
And then stay away from desserts. There's really no need to get desserts when you go to restaurants. Yeah. Stay away from the fries and just those kind of obvious things, they're not so great. But, and when you're doing things like takeout, you can, I know you like Thai food. Again, you can look for things that are more vegetable and protein based, and stay away from some of the heavy sauces and the sugary sauces and all that kind of thing, So those are just some kind of good basic tips for when you go out. Look for things that are not overly processed, overly creamy, filled with sugar. Look for things that are grilled. Look for things that are baked, that aren't using a lot of oil. And you can always request to have your server make something special for you, or to leave off the oil or to leave out the whatever. You can ask them to adapt things. And plenty of places, if you say, I just want some grilled chicken and asparagus, even if it's not on the menu, if they have it, they'll make it for you. So you can request things. Don't be afraid to do that. Do it politely so that they don't get too annoyed with you, but don't be that person, but
things that I want on my plate.
Yeah, but if you're kind and gracious, most places are happy to do that for you. They know that so many people these days have gluten problems and dairy problems, and just if you have to, tell them you're allergic to something, and then they can't put it in there. You know, that's always an option. So just try not to go in just wanting to feed whatever sounds the best to you, but try and find something that really just makes sense and seem to have lower calorie content for you. So let's take a look at this menu and kind of figure out what's going to be good. You have choice of proteins, choice of cheeses. You can leave the cheese off. That's always a good option. They have vegan cheeses. So we'll try and find some healthy options on this menu for lunch, all right?
Okay, perfect.
All right. So this is what I ended up choosing for today. It's a bowl with Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, peppers, sweet potato, chicken, and then a little bit of vegetarian cheese. So I really like eating things like this when I go out, because then I can avoid like the calories that come with a lot of rice or beans. Not that those are necessarily bad for you, but I like things like this that are loaded with vitamins and nutrients with all the vegetables. It's really filling. It's got a lot of fiber, a lot of protein, and I'm not getting so many carbohydrates and so many calories from all the other things. So that's why I ended up choosing this.
I ended up with the tacos. I went the taco route. I got, it's just got some tomato salsa, some cheese. It's got chicken as protein and tofu as protein. Looks delicious.
Looks good. Let's eat. All right, so it was delicious, right?
It was yum.
Really good. Yum. All right, so we're almost done with this day, but I have one more surprise for you. So let's just head over to your house real quick.
Okay.
I'll show you that surprise, and then we'll be done for the day.
Wow, so many surprises.
I know.
Oh, package. Exciting. All right, let's see what we got here. Up. Oh, looks like a food delivery thing. Oh, Pro Train t-shirt, towel, wipe off that sweat. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. This is like all packaged and iced up. We have, ooh, braised beef sirloin tips with cauliflower, I think this is. High protein. Oh, it's even got the like calorie counts in the back. Nutrition facts. And we got some chili lime tilapia. Yum. Breakfast. This looks like breakfast. Country's turkey sausage and potato breakfast pro bowl. That looks yummy. Some salads, another breakfast, another salad, chicken fajitas, yum. Oh my God, this is so exciting. It's all prepped and packaged. You can just toss it in the microwave. Oh my gosh, there is more. This is gonna be such a lifesaver. I'm so excited. So excited to try it. We got a burrito. Oh my gosh, Holly, this is so amazing. This is gonna be a lifesaver and help keep me on track. And yeah, there's just no excuses now for not preparing my foods because it's already prepared.
Yeah, this is going to be super helpful to keep you on track because now you don't even have to weigh and measure your own food.
Right.
You've got basically 2 weeks worth of meals here. And this is all from Pro Train F3, which stands for Food for Fitness.
Okay.
So all their food is very healthy, clean. They get the fitness lifestyle, bodybuilding lifestyles. They help all those kind of people. So clean meals that match your calories and your macronutrients, how much protein you need and carbohydrates. So they've kind of got those already sorted for you. It's delivered on ice, so everything stays cold and fresh. You can stick some in the freezer for later.
Yeah.
Keep the others in the fridge, like the salads and breakfast and things like that. You can even take a couple where you're going to be traveling. I know you and Dave are doing some traveling for wedding, parties and showers and all that kind of stuff. So you can pack some of those along with you. And I know with the moving and all of the craziness where it's been hard to prep food, this is going to make it way easier for you. So now you don't have to think about it. So hopefully this will be really helpful in getting you to continue to drop weight and get you ready for the wedding.
Keep me on track.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is amazing.
You're welcome. And we are going to be giving away meals from Pro Train F3 in the future. So make sure to stick around for the future episodes when we'll be giving this away to one lucky viewer. Now it's time for this week's giveaway, which is a Polar Heart Rate Monitor watch. The same watch that you just saw us give to Diane for her workouts. It's a really cool watch because it not only tracks your heart rate so you can see how hard you're working out, it also shows you your steps, so it's a fitness tracker to see if you're getting in all your steps every day. It also has GPS, and it's a wrist-based heart rate monitor, so you don't even need a strap or anything. It also can monitor your sleep, monitor your heart rate, and it's waterproof. In order to enter this really cool giveaway from this week, all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel and then leave a comment on this episode with a helpful workout tip for Diane. Thanks for watching this week's episode, and be sure to follow all the tips and advice that we gave to Diane about how to eat healthy when you go out and how to avoid emotional eating. Also, be sure to read her blog from this week to get more of her insights and experience, which you can find on prosourcefit.com. Here's what's coming in the next episode.
All right, guys, so we got our warm-up in, we got our gymnastics skill in, we got our weightlifting skill in. Now it's time for the workout. Go! 10 seconds. Yeah, you push. Use those legs. Guys, breathe. 3, 2. Last one. Wall balls, all right? Everything you got on these wall balls.
Until next time, stay fit, stay healthy, and stay happy.